All right, Miles. So what I've been working on with her today has been really kind of figuring out how to modulate some of that energy that she has. Like, we're okay with that energy. I like it. I like to work with it. It really helps with her with training quite a bit. She already knows what we're doing, so she may be a little better than what she is going to be whenever she works with you. But this is an exercise that we're all going to do in your house together. And with the no jumping, you're going to see me get even more elevated, even more excited. Now, you can do this in your own way, in your own words, but the thing is going to be with her is about communicating with her with our hands. So you see I'm already talking. She's going into that settling behavior. So as we talked about her becoming an ESA dog, working on these settling behaviors and her showing those settling behaviors even when I'm kind of just acting a little bit, stepping around. You saw me in the video or in the Zoom class today. Yes, good. We want to bring those behaviors out. That's what her default is to relax. So as far as socialization goes with my dogs, everything is going perfect. Last night we watched a movie in here in the living room and she ended up taking herself to the guest bed and just chilling on her own. That's great. Shows a really awesome independent streak. She wants her space. I think this is probably a lot for her in terms of the stimulation. So what I'm going to do with her now is first I'm going to be acting a little crazy. I'm going to be jumping around. I'm going to be coming and going out the door. We're going to go in the kitchen. We're going to go into different spots of the house. So that's what we're all going to have to do together to show you how to make sure that you want her to jump up on you on command, but also you want to know how to get her off, okay? And then also ask her for a settle and a sit in those scenarios. So it's going to take some desensitization to her, and it's going to be a battle because not a battle, actually, that's not really the right word. It's going to present its own challenges because the thing is with those challenges, you're going to have a lot of chances to correct her and to show her exactly what we want. So what we're going to do the remainder of the day is we're going to continue to work on this. We're going to go on a couple of walks, and of course, she's going to get some playtime out there. What I really want her to do is to be able to start to be able to go through these circuits and get on that routine. I want to give her these experiences each and every day. So let's go ahead and get started. Up. Come on. Yes, yes, yes. Hello. So you're going to see me a little more amped up. Hi. Oh, you're a good girl. And what do you want her to do? We want her to say, just to sit. Good job. Oh, yes, good. So she's already kind of gotten this down. I'm going to move over here to this part of the living room. I want you to start moving around your house too. Hi. She's a good girl. So the thing is we don't want to confuse her. Oh, go ahead. Sometimes they just fly out. Don't want to confuse her or showing her what to do and have her be like, we want her to make decisions. And so I'm going to take time to make sure that, that she's able to make those decisions, just like what we're going to be asking her to do. Because a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be doing, the most concise way is going to be the best for the dog. Because what I see a lot of pet parents do is they'll say, sit, come, and they'll just kind of confuse direction a little bit. And I do it sometimes too. But the thing is we have to know how to make sure what we're telling our dog is going to be the most concise thing as possible. And to show her, good, to move around this way. And to only jump up on you if that's what you're wanting. Hi. Good, good girl. All right, so I'm going to come out the door. I'm going to be gone for about 30 to 40 seconds here, so you might want to fast forward a little bit to wait. So I'm going to give her that reset period. I'm going to move this blanket here. And we also have Rigby here as well, who's going to join, maybe add a little bit more energy to the situation. Riggs, back. Go. All right, so what's going on, everyone? Hi, how are you? Hey, sweetie. All right, so if she jumps, you leave. So if she jumps on you at all, okay, bye-bye, you walk out the door. Hello, good. Very good, okay? Now follow me over here. We're gonna go in the kitchen here. Hey, how are you doing? Good girl. So normally this is a place where you like to stay calm. So this is a little atypical for her. You see, she's not jumping, and I guess that's a good thing. But the thing is for these videos, as you saw when we were working in the Zoom class, is if they're not doing the behavior, then it's kind of hard to train it out of them. But this is still very good in what I want her to do. Because just the other day, I couldn't, he's a good girl. Good, good. So this is why we prep them for these scenarios, is because since she knows this is a training module, she knows that it's not time to jump. But I guarantee you later in the day, if I'm trying this and we're just kind of going back into the normal routine, she might try it. So then I want you to take this behavior and this game that you're doing with her and just do a little mini version of it to correct that behavior. So if you see that she's slipping inside the house on it, I want you to jump into action and just try this. Work with her on sit, waiting. Good. Oh, and I'm out of treats. So let me go grab some over here. So the thing is the mistake a lot of people make when teaching no jumping is they tell them go away and they take a step back from dogs, okay? So by giving them that space like that, that gives them the opportunity to be able to come back into yours. So in a nice friendly way, we just kind of move back into their space with no jumping. So if you see me, if you see me like when I was working with you out there when we met on Friday, what I did with her is the anticipation process of it. So I want you guys to always be anticipating that jump. If you realize that you're talking with your hands, which a lot of us do, I want you to understand that, such a little guy. I want you to understand that they are going to be prone to be doing that if they've been conditioned to in the past. So by stepping into their space a little bit, that doesn't give them the opportunity to come back into your space. And the reason why they do that, the reward is the jumping, is that pressure. It feels really nice for them to do that pressure point right there. So with that being said, I really want to make sure that she's not getting any sort of reinforcement from other people, unless it's you, Miles, during that jumping. So how they would correct that, let's say if she's jumping on Marissa or something like that, or pawing at her hands, or mouthing at her hands rather, which I'm going to do a video on later on, which is why I was like tussling her ears to see if she would do that. She did not. What I want you to do is to be able to move those hands, ask her for a redirection onto a bed or something like that. So notice how Rigby just jumped. So that's his thing. I pretty much ignored it. So little residual jumps like that, I want you to ignore those unless she is coming into contact with you or coming into contact with your hand or something like that. So the thing is, in the theme that you'll notice with a lot of these videos that I'm working on is they come at the tail end of our lessons. And sometimes she may be a little tired and fatigued with that sort of stuff. However, this is what the goal is overall. We want to work her mind to wherever she's feeling good, she's feeling satiated, she's feeling like she's done a great job as a dog. And that's what a lot of these higher energy little circuits do. Now, we're in a pretty small house, but in the backyard, I want you to try this as well. So just because she's doing it reliably in the living room does not mean she's not going to do it outside of the backyard, because it's a completely different context. So I want you to think about that as she's developing in her training with you after this, after our 2 lessons are complete. So I want to go ahead and show you a couple more examples, see if we can get some jumping out of her. We haven't done a lot of that in our guest room, so we're going to go in there right now with her. Come on. And I'm going to up the energy a little bit. All right, hello. So see, right there. So now, yes, good job. So you're going to want to do a little pregnant pause to give her a little bit of space. So see, step into her. Yes, good. And you can give a jackpot for that. Very good. Good job to Riggs. All right, so let's move over to this side now. I'm telling you, you're going to want to get a lot of different spots. Off. Yes. So see how I'm just communicating with her with the things she already knows, but I'm doing it and I'm making it more situational. Let's see what she's going to do. Come. Good. So I don't know if you saw that, but a little bit of pawing, a little less. But what I want to do now. Yes. Good. Good job. So, on rainy days, these are things that you can actualize within your house. These are things that you can do to get her mind moving if you can't get outside, if the backyard's a little muddy, stuff like that. So I think we're about done with time. How long have we gone?
10.
10 minutes? Okay, cool. We got a couple of extra then. So what I want to do here, and keep in mind, people say to me, do I have to have as much energy as you're having in a lot of these videos? You don't. I want you to figure out your way of communicating. For me, this is a way that has been incredibly beneficial because it kind of puts a little more real life scenario into it, and I can start to show dogs how to calm down a little bit. But we don't want to get rid of her energy, we just want to help her be able to use it in a productive way. So it's interesting to me, follow me, how I'm moving my hands in there. Nope, off. Off. So that's what I mean. If they don't respond to the first time, you're going to want to go in with the nose, lure her with the nose, okay? Hey, hi, hand up, hand up. So that's a play bow right there. You know, when you were talking about dogs doing that? Much smaller. Yes. And have that little pregnant pause there because we don't want her to think the reward is boom, 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 boom. So the reason why I showed you these two different spaces is so you know the importance of proofing your house with all these things. Going to each different room and showing these, showing her exactly what she needs to do in these situations. But the thing is every time she needs correction, it's an opportunity to learn. Up, down, good. So that's what you're talking about. That's what we want to happen. So I want you to look at my foot, how my foot was positioned, and just step into her just a little bit. That's all you got to do. But if I step back, that's going to say jump. So see, I step in. Yes, she gives the sit. So I want you to think about that. So to review as we're ending down here, I hope this isn't too long, but I still think the information is incredibly valuable, is to give her practice in all your rooms, okay? Get her used to your motions on what you're going to be doing with her. And the most important thing of this is to show her how to calm down. And what you do is if you take a step back, that's going to invite the jumping. You take a step forward, that's going to say, hey, I'm coming into your space. I need you to sit. She's going to rely on those basic obedience stuff that she learned as she was growing up. So with this being said, you know, I'm really happy with what I'm seeing with her. I want to take it further. I want to bring the other dogs into it. I have another lesson assigned to with this stuff. But we're going to see how she does over the next few days. We're going to continue to move everything in and make sure everything, we're following up on everything each day. So, I mean, that's the plan. That's the goal. And really happy with what I've seen from her. Already been working with her on the bed stuff, making sure she knows the routine in there. So we'll have to go into your bedroom and do the exact same thing. And then whenever you move, you have to do the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and end it now. Thank you for your time. Really enjoyed doing this. And I think we got some good progress out of her so far. I really do. So see ya.